What's going on Facebook and YouTube? It's your friend Zach Ali from PT Medical Support Services. I had a strange request today. A strange request. Somebody wanted to know some real personal information. Somebody wanted to know the contents of my bag. Being a nice guy that I am, I'm going to oblige to that request. So this is the video going out to a certain somebody. I won't name that person, but you know who you are. I'm just going to talk about what I carry in my primary response bag. Now, you can see this is quite large. I got this from Port West. And I mean, bags they're an incredibly personal thing. I mean, I think in this industry, things like bags and high-vis clothing, they're all personal things. You have some people that have lots of equipment, you have some people that don't have a lot of equipment, and you have some people that are kind of in the middle, and they just kind of carry what they're going to need. Now, this bag kind of goes with me everywhere I go to whatever job I go to. It's also the main bag that's in our rapid response car. So it's got a fair amount of stuff in it. It's quite big, it's quite bulky, and it weighs about 20 kilos, so it is quite heavy. So I'm going to go through what's in it, and like probably a lot of you, I've had my fair share of bag divorces. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, bag divorces. You know what I'm talking about. You see that bag, you instantaneously fall in love, and you look at that bag and you say, my life is not complete until I've got that bag. I need that bag in my life. And you buy the bag, you take it home, you undress it, you take it upstairs, you open it up, and then after the honeymoon period, it's not quite right. There's not enough reflective stripes on it, it's not the right colour, it doesn't fit in the car, it's a bit heavy, you can't get enough in it, and then that horrible thing happens. You go through the bag divorce. You divorce that bag, and then you see another bag on, say, eBay, and it's the bag of your dreams. It has everything, and no one's bid it. And you think, yes, my life is not complete until I have that bag. So I had my fair share of bag divorces, and then I settled on this one, and this one is just right for me. So I'm going to go through what's in it, and then it'll give you some idea of what I carry. And the thing is, I've designed this in such a way that if any of my staff members have to carry it, they kind of know what's what, and they haven't got to go through that whole bag familiarization thing. Yeah, that kind of whole first date thing that you have with your bag when you're going through everything and you don't know what's what because it's not your bag. Now, this has got lots of pockets. It's got a lot of external pouches. As I said, it is pretty heavy. Wiped clean. It's visible, as you can see. And as you can see, it's very clean, and the reason why it's very clean is I have a bit of a problem. I'm slightly OCD, and I make sure that this is wiped down and clean, and yeah, that's why it looks like it's never seen any action. I can assure you this has been down many a ditch by the side of a motorway, but it's been well taken care of. Well, I'm very, very I have very high personal standards like that. That's just the way I am. Yeah, call it good or bad, yeah, whatever. On the rear of the bag, let's start with the rear. I carry two nail survival collars. These are the adjustable ones. I carry a pediatric size and I carry an adult size. And these kind of slip in the back quite nicely. It's got carrying handles. It's got straps that go on the front that allow you to secure it when you got it on your back, which allows the weight to be more evenly distributed. This side, on these two pockets, I carry a can of saline spray, just for wound irrigation really, minor wounds. Some people don't like wounds being cleaned with alcohol wipes, it kind of stings, especially kids that don't like it. So saline spray is ideal. The bottom pouch is empty, it doesn't have anything in it. The top here, it's kind of like a spillage kit. So in here I've got my clinical waste bags, there's some alcohol hand cleansing gel, There's also some granules that you can put on blood and vomit to kind of help absorb them and kind of make them safe. So this is kind of like my little mini spill kit. If I get a job where I've got a patient that's got a lot of blood on their clothes, I can remove those clothes, put them in this bag, and then they can be transported to hospital with that. So that all kind of goes in here. The front of the bag, there's two main compartments. I carry two pouches, green and blue, and as you can see, everything is marked. It's got labels on it. Again, that's just down to the fact that I'm a little bit OCD, but it also allows staff members that are not familiar with what's in this to know what's what. This one here carries my BM kit, and it carries a very, very simple blood pressure device for those people that can't take manual BPs. So that's in there. In here, I've got my thermometer, a Braun thermoscan, and I've also got a very, very simple finger pulse oximeter, and that's what goes in there. So those kind of make up my basic kind of preliminary kind of observation kit. The front pocket at the bottom here, we'll just open that, contains 2 BVMs, one adult, one pediatric, which is part of the airway kit that I carry in the main compartment of the bag. So the front has got these two, which I carry, and obviously there are supplementary BVMs and stuff in the oxygen kit, which is carried in the car as well. Now, just stand up and do this bit so you can see. The bag opens up like so, and I'm just sort of adjust there so you can see what is what, and it's kind of all laid out. Everything's in pouches, and the pouches are all secured to the inside of the bag. I've got my folder with my paperwork and so forth. I'll just do this so that you can see what I'm talking about. So everything kind of laid out there. Just give you some idea of what's what, and then I'll go through everything individually. There you can see everything's all labelled up. I am a bit OCD in that respect, but there you go. I can't help it. Some people call it OCD. I call it organised. So first things first. Got my basic airway management kit. In here I carry my eye gels, my MPAs, my Guedel Airways, KY jelly. There's also a ladle pocket style mask. There's spacers for things like Ventolins and things like that. They're all in there. There's catheter mounts, other bits and bobs, tape to secure tubes down with, and also the device that's used to keep the eye gel in place that goes across the face. So that's my airway kit. Next on my airway kit, I've got my minor wounds kit. So this has got everything that I would need to basically clean minor wounds. The steri strips in there, gauze swabs, bits and bobs, just for those minor kind of like skin abrasions and cuts and bruises. There's silly little things that you get at events. Next to that, I've got this kit which is specifically for eye injuries. So I've got eye wash in there, eye pads in there, irrigation ampoules, eye wash. So it's everything specifically for the eyes, and again it's all marked up. Red pouch, this is for sports injuries. So I've got various heat sprays, cold compresses, those chemically activated ice packs that you squeeze. Those are all in there, which is all part of, like, you can just gotta chuck it in your response bag and do what you can with sporting injuries and things like that. Again, here, this one here contains foil blankets and more ice packs, more spare ice packs going there. All important sharps bins, so if you're taking BMs and things like that, sharps bin, very, very important to allow you to get rid of any kind of like sharps. This one here contains my kit for basically major wounds. So in here I've got things like quick clot, hemostatic gauze, military style trauma dressings are all in there. There's also Asherman chest seals and also tourniquets and things like that. So, and big ambulance dressings, so all the large sizes. So anything like that, major wounds, that's all in there. Kit specifically for burns, so there's burn gels in there, there's burn sprays, there's burns dressings. Anything to do with burns, they go in my little burns kit. That's all there. Manual Svig, if you're someone that can take a manual blood pressure, manual Svig's in there. That's just because I'm a bit of a purist. I like to do things the old-fashioned way, so I've got my little manual Svig there. Joint support kit. So triangular bandages, compression bandages, crate bandages, they're all in there. Good for when you're doing things like runs and walks where there's a chance of soft tissue injuries and things like that. Although I try to avoid using things like that. Sometimes people are better off just using a spray and just let people walk it off. But they're there, if you need it. And then there's more support bandages, triangular bandages, spare bits and bobs that are kept in there. And then here, very simple drugs bag, nothing really technical. All our other main drugs are in our drugs bag, which is in the rapid response car. Things like adrenaline, morphine, all that kind of stuff that we've only just sort of recently just taken delivery of. But things like cetirizine, chlorophenamine, oral rehydration therapies, Ventolin inhaler, Hypostop, all those general kind of like simple things that you need, ibuprofen, paracetamol, and obviously 300 milligrams of aspirin for myocardial infarction, things like that. Keep those in my little drugs bag. And that basically, in essence, is what I carry in my response bag. I mean, some people would say that's a lot of stuff, but the thing is that for me, that's perfect because, like I said, anyone that uses this, I can just hand this over to any staff member and it's all marked up nicely. Everyone knows what's in it. They ain't got to like hunt their way through. It's well laid out. Like I said, for me, it is the perfect bag. Some of you might be a little bit on the big side, but like I said, this thing can just be transferred over to the RRV. So if we've got any job that we take the RRV for, and we've got a job, I usually would take this as some form of monitoring equipment, i.e. the Zoll that we have, or the defibrillator, or the oxygen. But this is my main bag. I love it. It's fantastic. It suits my needs perfectly. And that's pretty much it. So Mr. You-know-who that requested the video, that's what I carry in my response bag, dude. Pretty much simples. So anyway, this is Zach from PC Medical Support Services. Just got home from work, so I'm going to get out of this stuff, have a shower, have something to eat, cup of tea, tea and medals. And I will catch up with you guys very, very soon. Take care of yourselves and each other. Love you very much. See you later.